Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today's training call. This is the new CEO training call on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. or a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's call, we are going to be going over bookings and how to book inside and outside of your tastings. A huge, we call it our fundamental building blocks or our keys to success. It's booking, selling, and recruiting. So today is a big one. It's booking. We really consider this the, meat and potatoes of your business. As long as you keep your calendar full as you'd like it to be, then you're going to be successful in this business. Bookings is where you meet, you network, you naturally network with people. They are guests that you typically wouldn't meet, on a day-to-day basis. You get to tell them all about your business. You get to tell them about the opportunity. You get to share the wine with them since they're tasting the wine. Bring your catalogs. They get to see all of our gifting items. It really is a great opportunity to get to know every guest that attends at every event. A lot of our CEOs have success with getting emails at events. So they have an email list. They do a small little raffle for a wine opener or a wine topper, something along those lines, to get email addresses. That way you start your email. You can do an email campaign once you start to grow your list. So now let's go into bookings. So there's 3 steps to booking. The first one is brainstorm. We have an amazing list called the Wine Not List. It's available in VIA University. It's just a little sheet of paper, and you can, it helps you brainstorm different networks of your life. The people who go on this list, people who love great wine, people who you get together regularly with their friends, friends that volunteer and give back. Those are that's what we do. So, and then also, people who enjoy entertaining and hosting parties, since that is what, a wine tasting is. It's, hosting an event. And then, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids' activities that you're a part of. Just start to write down everyone, and then it'll help you just get your juices flowing, so to say. We highly recommend that you don't prejudge. Ask everyone if they want to host an event, because people will surprise you. They really will. Step 2 is warm up. So you're going to turn the names onto your list into hosts and prospects by sharing the One Hope mission. First, set aside time to reach out to your contacts. So then send a short, sincere email or text message to the people you are warming up. Tip that we have is know your contacts, know how your contacts like to be contacted. Text, a phone call, email, a Facebook message. Have a booking script for each type of contact preference. So have a set email that you copy and paste into your email, subject or into the body of the email, and then change it accordingly so it is personalized to each person. Have a note in your phone with a reach out for Facebook or text messages, and then also make changes as you see fit. It's so much easier than typing the whole thing out every time, because you're really going to be sharing, the One Hope mission more frequently. So maybe just keep that as your note, and then add a little subject or a little greeting, and then an ending. Checking in on their family, seeing how their son's doing, different things like that. So be straight to the point. Let them know why you're reaching out. Give people a reason to contact you back. Don't leave lengthy voicemails, emails, or text messages. Voicemails should be 20 to 30 seconds long. Have your calendar with you with your open dates. We have a great tool in your back office. I think it's called the Open Dates Calendar. You can find that under resources. The best thing to do there is to mark on that calendar all of your family events, all your family obligations, and then circle some dates that you want to book events at. Do it for like the next 2 to 3 months. That way you know exactly what dates to offer them when they text you back. And always give them 2 dates that will work. Give them 2 dates. Don't say, just pick a date that works for you. Give them dates that they have to pick so that they have some thought to it. If you just tell them whatever date works for you, then they might just say, oh, okay, I'll let you know when I find a date. You're like, no, I want you to pick a date today, right now. So it's best just to give them a couple dates. And then if they say neither of those work for them, then go to the next 2 dates. Say, like in your email, explain why you're reaching out. I thought of you because I hope you're enjoying your wine. I noticed you're involved in a charitable cause. Would love to help you fundraise for your child's school. I'd love to offer to do a wine tasting event for you and your friends. There's so many great ways to reach out. The next step is step 3. It is follow-up. So as the saying goes, the fortune really is in the follow-up. Don't rely solely on email or text messages for this part. A phone call or a face-to-face meeting, ask people for coffee or a glass of wine. Ask them over for a glass of wine to chat. It goes a long way and will help you be more efficient in booking. Set aside some time for this important step. Feeling nervous about calling or don't really know what to say, here's some tips. Stop thinking and get back to the center and be you and authentic. You don't want to be too salesy regarding One Hope, but still share your passion. I always recommend really writing your why down so that it's in front of you when you're making these calls. Because if your why is to fundraise for a specific cause or fundraise for a specific nonprofit, then, keep that in the front of your mind as you're making these calls. So let's see here. Some tips are stop thinking and get back to your center. Write down what you'd like to say and refer to your script when needed. I thought of you because, just make it very natural as you're making these calls. I know it can be super overwhelming at times, but as you get in the groove, then make notes of what you said and different things so that you can go back to that the next time you make these calls. A tip is, this is a fun tip. If you need a little extra mojo, before you make some calls, listen to your favorite upbeat music beforehand. Maybe go for a walk, get some air, get some oxygen. That always helps me when I am gearing up for a task that might not be my favorite thing. But if it is your favorite thing, then that's awesome, because follow-up, it really is how you create contacts and build relationships. People want to know that you're thinking of them, so definitely continue with the follow-up. Okay. As you begin to reach out to people on your Why Not list, here's some tips on what to say and how to talk about the wine tasting experience that you offer via One Hope. So some words to say. There are so many reasons to host a wine tasting event with me. Gather your friends and family to support and fundraise for a cause that you're passionate about. In addition to the 10% donation from your event, you receive 2 additional perks: a large discount on wine for the wine that's being poured at the event, and host rewards. Enjoy 1 perk up front, for the wine purchased, and 1 other when the event officially closes. On average, our hosts enjoy about $120 in rewards and raise more than $100 for your cause of choice. So it's really cool to, to share that information with your potential hosts. Okay, let me grab a little glass of water. I hope this is all making sense to everyone. So some tips for booking tastings from your tastings. This is really important. This, like I said before, your tasting events are how you network. Yeah, you can join networking groups as well, but this is a really great way to network since people are already tasting your wine and they're getting to know the business. They're already getting to know you. So booking tastings from your tasting starts with making your host your partner and advocate. Explain the Host Rewards program. Get your host excited about the benefits they earn, specifically the local donation. I found that a lot of our events that are most successful, the host is really passionate about that nonprofit that they want to support. The tasting needs to be simple, easy, fun, relaxing for your host, and no longer than one hour to an hour and a half. Mention booking with you in your opening and at least 3 different times throughout the tasting. So just create like a small little commercial, that's what we like to call it, in the beginning, a couple times throughout the tasting as you're pouring the wines, and then towards the end. Highlight the book a tasting box on the order form and have them fill out a separate form if they book with the date of the tasting. So if they book specifically, at the tasting, a date with you, have them fill out a specific form so that you can contact them. And also send them home with a host planner because that's really fun. Let's see here. The host planner is this little book right here. It's the green one that's in your starter kit. It has a lot of great information, also including the host reward information and the host package information. So definitely send them home with this. Have a couple extra at your events. Let's see here. Use the booking calendar found, the open dates calendar found in BA University. Have those at your events so that you know what dates are available. Use the lead form found in BA University. It's a little lead form that you can print. You cut it in half, and then you have people fill that out and what they're interested in. I believe the options are, in purchasing, in the opportunity, in the wine club, in hosting an event, and I think corporate gifting. So it's great to just get their information for 2 different reasons: for you just to have on file, and then also for if you decide to create some sort of contact list. Let's see here. In your closing, ask for bookings. Remind everyone they can keep the fun going at their house. Show how affordable it is and an impact will be made. Let everyone know how easy it is to have a fun wine tasting. Have your host say oh my gosh, this was so easy. You guys should all do this at your house. Just email Sabrina and she'll take care of you. Or go set up an event right now with Sabrina and, she'll take care of you. It's so much fun. So let's see here. Let everyone know how easy it is. Just gather your friends, simple cheese, crackers, and chocolates. I do all the rest. Totally easy, so much fun. Review the benefits of hosting. So have a full service checkout station at your events. It's just a table. Have your catalogs, have your opportunity brochures, have your host planners, any type of contact information if you want an email list or that form that I was talking about. Definitely have a set area where they can check out. That way they know that they're placing their order with you if they want to place an order, or setting up a booking with you. Make sure they stand up with you, and so that you're able to talk to them about the different opportunities and you're not feeling too salesy. They're coming up to you and talking to you about it. Follow up with all guests from your tastings within 24 to 48 hours. Let them know that you have a few dates open for your tastings. It's also great to follow up if a guest placed an order so that you can let them know their tracking information, when to expect the order, those types of things. Let's see here. Tips for booking tastings outside of your tastings. Have your own booking blitz and team up. So have a contest and make it fun. Example, I'm having a contest. If you book within the next hour, I will bring the cheese and crackers. or I will bring a small gift. Whatever you decide is working for you in your business, just, give them a little incentivize them to book a tasting with you. Also, I don't know if you guys saw it in the Vine, we are doing a special hostess gift in February. If your tasting event is within the 1st through the 28th and is closed by the 28th, your host, and it sells a minimum of $300 in retail sales at the event, your host will earn a fun little pack of items. I believe it is a champagne stopper, a wine opener, and a gold bracelet, one of our cute little charm bracelets. So it's a really cool opportunity to incentivize a host at no cost to you. One Hope covers it. So definitely take advantage of that. Maybe do a little booking blitz. We have some great shareables in the Vine that you can use to share with your friends and family, or on Facebook or Instagram. Gets people talking about it. Okay, so we also have a great thing available in your back office. It's called the 100 No's Challenge. And get 100 no's. For every 10 people you contact, one will say yes. So the goal is to have 10 people say yes with 100 no's. Join a network group. So some great opportunities outside of your tastings. Join a networking group. Have a 30-second commercial down for booking tastings. Similar to the ones you do at your tasting, but just kind of change it up a little bit to outside of your tastings. So some examples of a 30-second commercial, some things to mention. We have a winery located in Napa Valley. Robert Mondavi Jr. is our winemaker for most of our wines. We make an impact with every bottle. You can also include like a example of our impact. Let's see here. I do in-home wine tastings to try before you buy. So that's, you taste at the event and you buy. And then we have some really fun host rewards with friends, and you can fundraise. We partner with you to raise money for your cause. So it's just a small little, just come up with a 30-second pitch. Jake, our CEO, he likes to say if they give you 30 seconds, take 45. Just take your time and say what you want to say, and, share your why even, if you have the time. So remember, your business is word of mouth. So have business cards made. If you're pouring at a vendor event, have a sign behind you so people, have it be eye-catching. Wear a One Hope shirt. Wear a One Hope hat. I know when I wear my One Hope shirt, people are always like, oh, what does One Hope mean? Or the fun one is that they come up to you and say, oh my God, I've tried One Hope. I love it. That's when you can give them their card and say, okay, if you ever need to purchase, just give me a call. Or do you know that we do in-home wine tastings? Would you like to hold a wine tasting with me? Really fun things. So let's see here. Think outside of the box. Have fun with your events and suggest different themes when you're reaching out to people. Think outside the box and brainstorm different ways to gather people together to mix, mingle, and make an impact. Below are some ideas to get you started. So for in-home wine tastings, in-home wine tasting events, a great one is Ladies Night In, a couples night, Wine Wednesday, a pairing party. So, you can have different wines listed, send out, different pairings that can be great with the wines that you're serving, and then everyone kind of bring, a little something to pair with one of the wines. Girl Scout cookie pairing, that is huge right now. We have a great thing. I think it was just shared in the Facebook group again. It's Girl Scout cookie season right now, so definitely take a look at that. We did some great pairings with all Girl Scout cookies. I think it's from last year, so as long as the cookies remain the same, then we should be good. And we have that great macrame and rosé gift set, so you can do some fun arts and crafts. If it's hot and it's summer, which right now it's not, we could do Pinot by the pool or a summer soiree. So those are really fun ideas. In an office, The one thing that's super important about office events is that the office has to be closed to the public, or the event has to be closed to the public. So like an invite only list, like a happy hour for employees or something like that. Client appreciation, holiday open house, a team happy hour, a team building event, and wine education. For local businesses, the same thing goes for them. You just have to make sure they're closed to the public and they're not, there's like an invite RSVP list, and they're not charging for people to attend the event. Those are some super important things to think about for compliance. But local businesses, you can do a new product launch, fundraiser for a local cause, grand opening or reopening, Pilates and Pinot, how fun is that? Or yoga or something along those lines. Some great fundraiser ideas, Yappy Hour for pet adoption, Drink Pink for women's health, a Blue Party for autism awareness. Really, the list can go on. Just use those ideas as ways to kind of step outside the box a little bit. So that is all I had. I know I mentioned the fun February host promotion that we're offering, but definitely use that to your advantage. That's something that doesn't cost you anything, and it's a great addition to the host rewards. We already offer some great host rewards, but that's a great addition for the month of February. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at these questions in the chat box. Does the planner go to everyone or just people expressing interest? Kathy, yes. I would recommend having some out on your table so people can grab them and look at them as they want to during the tasting. But yeah, I would only hand them to people that have interest in hosting an event. You know, we have the host planner, we have the opportunity brochure, we have the great catalog, and the winter supplement. All of these things are great. They're great tools to use, but I would just recommend to be smart with them because they cost you money. You know, if you have host or if you have Fast Start rewards or Business Boost, definitely use them to purchase these items so you can be a little freer with them and share them with people. But I would just recommend using them smart. When someone's really interested in them, you can give them that. If not, then you can have a business card or get their information so you can send them contact information. I just know that a lot of these things, they cost you money, so you just want to be very smart about how you use them. Let's see here. I'm going to host my first tasting event in 2 weeks as a launch. Perfect. I don't have everyone's email, so I'd like to create a one-page flyer introducing them to the company, the tasting, and my cause, and mail them. Perfect. Yeah, so we have some great, in VIA University, we have some great social shareables that you can use. They're small little pictures that some people use, on social media, but you can also use that as a background or little pictures on your, on your flyer. That's what I would recommend, or finding, doing a quick Google search and finding cute invites that you can replicate, just to get ideas, and then use it that way. And then, yeah, I think the social shareables will be where you'd like to look to check those out. I think there is like a one-page social shareable with like 6 of our core collection wines. So you can at least have pictures of our bottles up there. And I do believe we have bottle shots that you can download in VIA University as well. So definitely, take a look in the back office in VIA University. Does anyone have any questions directly for me? No?
Silence.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining today's call. I am so happy that you were on it. I hope this helps. I hope everything makes sense. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email me. My email address is sabrina@onehopewine.com, or email support. They have a great chat feature there. And thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we have a Tips from the Top call. on Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All of our calls next week will be canceled. Our home office team is doing a all hands meeting for the entire week. So getting ready for 2018 and gearing up for a great year. So we have some great things to share with you in the coming weeks. So definitely make note that we are not doing next week's calls, but the week after we will be back up and running. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.
Thank you.